If you're stuck on how to make your dream come true after 50, you're focusing on the wrong thing and it's keeping you from moving forward.
Today, we're going to show you how to stop spinning on the how and actually how to become the version of you who already knows what to do. I'm Sally, and I'm here with my big sister, Dana.
Hey, we've been identifying dreams around here lately. Like your dream, your big dream, maybe you're not sure exactly what it is yet, but you are coaxing it out, giving yourself permission for your dream, to love it, to pursue it. But sometimes when we get started on things, that how question can really get in our way. You know what I'm talking about? You're like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. How do I do this? I don't,
Been
but I
there,
don't,
been
wait,
there,
wait,
done
but,
that.
but we become like 5-year-olds. I don't know how.
Exactly. And it's like, so then we just go, okay, never mind. Turn
Never mind.
around.
I'm out.
Look out. Absolutely. Oh, that the how is a big one. And that's what I think, we've been playing with this idea of how do we deal with that? Because it can be a huge roadblock if we don't know what to do with the how and what to do
It,
when the fears and the doubts and all of that come up.
right. The fears and
Yeah.
doubts come up around the how. It's not
Mm-hmm.
really about the dream.
Yeah.
Right? Oftentimes the dream feels so big and beautiful and like almost a relief. But the how do I get there from here? That is where I think we really trip ourselves up because we get so focused on that. Like you're responsible. Now, here's the deal. You are responsible for your dream, but you're also not. Meaning, once you get started, even if you know this much, like just a little bit of the how, once you just do one piece, right? All of a sudden things conspire to help you, and that's what's really cool about it. You got like, you almost have to give over to the unknown.
It's like it's totally your responsibility. And then it's your responsibility to open up to allowing things to unfold in front of you as you go. So
Yeah,
for example, in this and what we are creating together in doing this, we had a really interesting when we committed to doing it and we started saying, we kind of drew that line in the sand. We're doing this. We had some interesting things that came up that helped us along the way once we committed, but still didn't know the how.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, we had like people helping and things just unfolding. When we made something about making the decision to
Mhm.
do the dream
Yeah.
will suddenly, you'll be out and you'll meet somebody who knows exactly how to do what you don't know how to do, and guess what? They're willing to help.
Yeah.
It's amazing, but it really does take that commitment, right? I'm doing this. I don't know how. Oh, this is an affirmation that I have had for a long time. Even though I don't know how, I'm doing it anyway.
Yeah. And I think also once you tell your mind and your heart and your body that you're doing something, then you start noticing things that you haven't noticed before. That things appear, come to you, but you also start to notice it. So both ways, it works for
Yeah,
you that way.
it
But
becomes an
yeah,
invitation for support, and you
absolutely.
can't see that, and you may not even ask for it. It might just show up, or you might be brave enough to ask for it. All of it works, but this idea that to let the how freeze us is a shame because it
Yeah.
can. It really can. I mean, it's done it to me. I assume it's done it to you.
Yeah. And so the solution that today, the training technique that we're going to teach today is about how to connect with the part of you that already knows the how. Want to bridge the gap between who we are, who maybe doesn't know the how, and the us in the future who absolutely does know the how.
You're getting into some quantum physics here, and I love it because that is that time, right? They say there's no such thing as time. There is a future part of us who already knows everything.
Yeah. And that part of us, and I liken it to I think a lot in like sports analogies, but like if you are wanting to compete, maybe lifting weights, let's say, the you in the future who can lift 250 pounds has trained and has gotten to that point. And the me that right now absolutely can't do that. But if I can connect to that future me who already knows how to do it, then it's almost like that future me can help me to get to that point. And I have a practice that has helped me to start on that journey. And
Oh, show
it's
us, show us.
oh, so because I have a visual for this. So
Yeah, so if
what I
you're
would
wait,
say
if you're listening, you can see this on the YouTube channel, but you're gonna walk us through it.
that's right. So what you would do is take out a piece of paper, and I'm going to show you my piece of paper. And in the middle of the circle, you're going to say, "Here it comes, my dream." Can you see it, Dana?
Yeah, I can see it.
My dream reality me, right here in the middle of the circle. So that's you in the future who knows the how. Okay? That person, that future you is living your dream. So what you want to do is connect to her. And the questions I asked and what I wrote all around the circle was what is she, what is she like? What are her characteristics, her traits, her habits? What does she embody that maybe I don't now? So what I did, this was mine, is I wrote all around the circle. Can you see some of them, Dana?
Yeah, go lift it up
Um,
a little higher so they can
okay, a
see
little
the
higher.
bottom too. Yeah,
Okay.
there you go.
So I wrote things like bold, decisive. I can read through the back of this. Capable, confident, brave. What was this one? What does that one say? Faces uncomfortable feelings.
Yeah,
So these are some different things that my future me does that the me now wants to embody those traits now so that I can become more like the future me. So that bridges that gap for me to get to the person that is living that dream.
love that. That's a
Does
great that's a I wanna do that. That's terrific because it's true, the person if you look ahead and you see the dream fulfilled, it is a person. There's a person there connected to that dream. That is the future you. And who is she? Who do you have to be now to live up to her?
Yeah. And, you think about the fact, you see this in some time travel movies and things like that, that the future me like comes back and they say, do this. They give them advice. And so that's what we were saying that, we want you to feel that same kind of that urge, that pull, that there's that future you who knows how that is pulling you. But that you and me, all of us have to embody the characteristics now so that we start growing internally to become who she is and what she is capable of doing.
And I also have to add that she is counting on you.
Yeah.
Like, she can't do that. She can't live that realized dream without you getting to it, getting on the stick now.
Yeah.
She's counting on you and she believes in you and she's saying, "Don't quit." Because so often, we want to quit when
Yeah.
it gets hard. I mean, I can be I'm an amazing quitter.
Yeah. And so and me too. And I think that's something then that I don't think I wrote that on here. Maybe I did. But that would be the thing to be committed or to
Yeah.
be what is the opposite of not quitting? Not be a quitter.
Yeah.
That is something definitely to write on there. That future self didn't quit.
Yeah,
So
show
become
up.
that now.
The person who shows up. I'm the person
Yeah.
who shows
Oh,
up. And I usually
that's
I don't I used to really quit. I don't really
mhm.
quit anymore. I'll quit like for a moment. But then you're like, "Why what does that get me?
Yeah.
Nowhere." And that really does let down that future me who is counting on me.
So how you practically do this and we'll you and I both share what we've done is for me, I got out the sheet of paper, I wrote these all down and I thought, well, it would be overwhelming to focus on, I don't know, I have maybe 15 things written down, characteristics or habits. So I said, I'm going to focus on 3 this week. And if 3 seems like too much, focus on 1. But
Yeah.
when I started out, I said, the things I really wanted to do, as I knew that if I started to meditate every day, that would change me, and it has. But that was the one I committed to. That I knew the future me meditates. She gets
Can you
grounded.
can
She
you
she,
can I
she gets
pause
centered.
here?
Yeah,
Can I ask a
yeah,
question? Because I
yeah,
think a lot of people are going to say, "Well, why? Why does meditate? I've meditated. It just seems like I'm sitting there and I'm listening to all my thoughts. Like,
yeah.
what does meditation do for you?"
All I can speak about is from my own practice. When I've taken the time to meditate in whatever way that looks like for you, but to get quiet, to get centered, is it's like it's bringing back my own energy, all the places my energy has gone out to, like where I've just totally kind of neglected myself or where I've done for other people too much or I haven't had boundaries. When I meditate, for me, it's like pulling all of that back in, and that ends up then building my own personal power. It brings me back and makes me more capable of living my life when I get grounded and calm and centered and quiet. I said my 3 that I was focusing on, and I've been doing is the taking time to meditate, get quiet every day, to really work on my boundaries. And again, this does a lot with me bringing my energy back of thinking of being aware of future me has boundaries. She knows what drains her and she knows what feeds her. And she's very conscious of that, of being and doing the things that help to feed to feed her. Meaning, like energetically, like what TV, do I want to stay away from? What activities just drain me and what things really, add to me. So that was the second one that I really said, okay, future me does this, I'm going to start doing this so I can become more like her. And
Yeah.
then the other one was, and Dana, you're going to be shocked by this one. Um, I had said I was going to start being braver to speak my mind and to speak my truth. And
Oh, God.
Dana has been the recipient of that, haven't
Holy
you?
crap.
Yeah.
Wow. So
Um,
I can attest that she's already started.
yeah. But those things, I know that the woman who is living my future dreams, she lives that way.
Yeah,
How am I going to get closer to my dream? Get closer to being her.
and I want you to speak all your dreams. I mean, all your
Uh,
boundaries to me.
they- yeah, watch out, girl. I'm coming.
I know. But I
Sorry,
also think as we're
but not really
getting
sorry.
no, as we're getting no, don't be sorry. As we're
Yeah.
getting I'm your sister, you can do anything. Um, as we're getting more comfortable with putting ourselves out there in different ways, like
Yeah.
choosing to have more boundaries. Hey, that gets uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable before it's comfortable. And
Yeah.
so it may come out a little like, blah, or
Yeah.
whatever. It's okay. It's a grand experiment to
Yeah.
see how you can show up differently. And why is it worthwhile to show up differently to you? I mean, if you
Mhm.
don't care about boundaries, then who cares? But
Yeah.
having boundaries might be good for you, or speaking
Well,
your mind might be good for you.
and some of you may be things that come naturally to you, so that's not yours. Every one of us has something different. Like, Dana, what would you say would be the 3 things that would be yours?
Being really honestly myself.
Mhm.
Usually I'm fine with that, but sometimes with certain people, I feel myself hedging, wanting
Yeah.
them to be comfortable. So,
Mhm.
yeah, I want people to be comfortable, but I don't need to be a shapeshifter in order to do that. And I'm pretty good at that, and I have to be careful about it. Just like stand in who I am. I think we all have to do that. And showing up to the things that are important. That is for me just I feel like in many ways the mission of my life to really learn to be the person who shows up consistently and to continue that.
So we're looking at this, everything we're doing as a training exercise. Like I said, we're bringing in a sports analogy, but it's so powerful because we can't control the how a lot of times, but we can control showing up. We can control creating the space and then allowing that how, allowing those things to be revealed to us, becoming the person who can do the things in the future. Those are the
And
things that's the training that we can do.
a great affirmation is,
Yeah.
"I know how," or "I'm willing to know how," or "The how's on its way."
Yeah.
Just to, like, lighten it up a little bit so it's just not such a deal. You chapter 1 it. So right now with your dream, you might be at chapter 1, so start with that chapter. What can you do? How can you bring it in? Get a little closer to it, like, light it up inside, and those hows will start to unfold.
Absolutely. And I think, and so what we're talking about today is this practice of taking the you who is right here that wants to have the characteristics of the future, that desire that's right here, and how do we start becoming that person? And that future self is counting on us. That future self is cheering us on. They want us to be brave enough and to do what it takes to get there.
Feeling that tether, that connection you have to to your future self who's really is pulling you along.
Start doing this little practice, get your sheet of paper out and commit to
Oh,
your 3.
take a
And
picture of it, put it in the comments, we'd love to see
yeah,
it. Put yours in the
yes.
comment too, Sam, put yours in the
Uh,
comment. Oh, I
I
call
will.
you Sam's. I call her Sam sometimes. I gotta get to real. I call her Sam.
Yeah.
Um,
Sometimes, all the time. So, uh, yes, absolutely. Let us know how this training exercise is going for you because we don't get somewhere without, that without training to get there. And we look forward to seeing you at our next one, the next training exercise. And it's going to be a lot of fun.
subscribe, like, do all the things, and we look forward to seeing you next time.
Okay. Bye.